Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T95E6. It's a tier 10 American medium tank. Well, it's medium at the moment, but it's about to become a heavy in the next update, I believe. And this one's on the north spawn of Cliff under the command of Awppenheimer. Yes, he's been busy playing. He's got 4 games for us to watch. Okay, game started. Well, it's a 120mm gun, which is capable of doing 400 alpha each shot, and he's giving the Object 257 a little helpful nudge from behind there as he climbs up. He wants to get up here as quickly as he can. It's a very good gun, very mediocre armor, and well, that cupola is a big weak spot, I'm afraid. Yeah, a bit like some of the American tanks seem to have lovely cupolas for their commanders, but they also happen to be very, very strong weak spots, which makes these tanks very vulnerable. Well, puts one into the Batchat 25 ton, 444, but takes him around from a Progetto 65 for 350. Luckily, he dodges the follow-up shots, because that Progetto did try again. Now he's going up into this little spot, and this is quite a favourite spot for a lot of top players. It also happens to be a favourite spot for a lot of Arty to aim for. I can tell you, because I do this, I aim for this spot specifically because you always find somebody who's really good who will come up here. Not to ruin Awppenheimer's game by saying this, but in true, that this is a very good spot for firing at the enemy, but it also happens to be a major problem spot if you happen to be on a team where the opposing team actually has an Arty player capable of dropping a shell into that little slot. Well, he's got Nuda 16 just around that rock, and he can't go after that just yet. He's going to have a look and see if he can get a shot on that Progetto. No. Tried sliding up the wall. That Udez is waiting for the opportunity to pounce on him. Oh, now the Wizzy 11114 has popped forward. We lost sight of him there for a moment, but he was pulling forward. No, he's pulled back. Okay. And now we've got company because an M41 Walker Bulldog has come up alongside us. And I think he's going to suffer some damage as he goes up. Oh, changed his mind. We were spotted again. The Bulldog, well, he's settled into that little alcove there. And again, he's a very vulnerable player there because, again, that's another spot where you can easily get hit by Arty. Well, Awppenheimer spotted something else, which is an M6A2 coming around the corner. Hello, Mr. Mutant. Take a round. Now he's going to work this corner, because remember, he's a medium tank. The Mutant is a heavy. Puts another one through his front plate, but the Mutant's got a good gun, so he manages to put one back. And oh, just behind the Mutant, we've got an IS-7. There goes the Mutant, but it wasn't him who got the kill. Now he's going to go for the IS-7. Gets one through the lower plate. 384. Remember, the alpha damage is 400, so that was a low roll. Puts another one in. High roll. Goes for a third. And he gets that one in. And another high roll. And he's using standard AP while he's doing it. Go for another one. Yes, and takes the IS-7 down, but he's got this Mutant in the way. Squeezes his way past. Oh, what happened to our TVP? Well, he exploded because he got hit by that VK just over there. And remember, the VK, quite a bit of a monster when it comes to armor, but and that false cupola, which actually is makes like a weak spot, but it's not actually. And he's putting rounds through the side of this VK, making it look easy. But this gun does have decent penetration, and he's firing these AP rounds straight through. It's actually 258 penetration, so he can easily get through. Oh, now what happened there? I think he actually hit the gun of the Object 257, and if he did, that may have disqualified him from getting the high caliber. He's already up to 4.3k. I'm pretty sure that shot did hit the 257's barrel. Oh, and if so, this is really not so good news, because it means that Awppenheimer's going to miss out on a medal. He's pulling back. Oh, yes, IS-32 fires around him, but unfortunately takes one back. And the one that went back did penetrate, but his one didn't penetrate the IS-32. This is awkward because he's got two tanks there that he's facing. And they appear to know what they're doing. And, oh, turning around in situ. He's going to go around the other way, I think, and try and deal with them from the rear. Oh, and takes out the AP. That's the Batchat 25T AP, the Tier 9 version. Udes put a sneaky round up our bum. I know it's got a different meaning in the United Kingdom. It's not a drunk. It's not a homeless person, a bum, in the UK. It's your butts, your buns. Okay. Oh, that's better. He got the Udes. We say potato, you say potato. Or the other way around. Took her around from the T62. He's down to 297, which makes him a one-shot now, unfortunately. And Awppenheimer's right on the edge. Oh, T62 rushing in. He gets one round in. But it could be his game is almost over. The T62 puts one into his rear. He's now down to just 4 hit points. Next shot is going to be... Ow! Takes the T62 down. Wow, now that was rather close. But he's now one of only 2 players left on his team. He has done enough to get the high caliber. 6,829 hit points, but he's only got 4 hit points left. So even just an HE round is enough to take him out of the game. Oh, and it looks like the enemy are coming. Well, it looks like they're going towards the cap, actually. They're not coming this direction. I think they're expecting Awppenheimer to come after them. And he's all alone now. Yep. Last teammate's gone down. So it's just him to try and carry. And he fires one round at the Super Conch, pulls back, but this tank does not pull back very fast, as you can see. Only 20 miles per hour. Oh, bounces around there off the turret. The nice rounded turret. You can see he's had one round through the gun barrel as well. And the Super Conch makes it certain. And it's all over. Oh dear. He was doing so well, and right up until the point where he accidentally shot his teammate through the barrel trying to get at the VK, and then, oh well, things started to get a bit hectic because all the enemy was coming after him. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, sadly, this battle did not get classified at all, which is very surprising for Awppenheimer because he normally does get classification. He did get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in this one. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6. His win rate for the game was 8618, 8,618. But why did he not pick up a high caliber? Well, I think we know the answer to that one right off the mark. He did get the highest damage in the game, no doubt about that. 6,829 hit points of damage. The second highest scorer was this T28 prototype. He picked up a Spartan for 3,120, half of the score that Awppenheimer managed to get. And after that, it was the T95 on the enemy team with 2,912. I just think that's a steel wall. Yes, it is. And, well, only he did get the highest damage, but no high caliber. Yes, I think it's the team damage against the barrel of that Object 257. The accidental shot that went into the barrel of 257 disqualified Awppenheimer from the high caliber, which meant he missed out on this occasion. When it came to kills, though, he did have the highest score. He got 5, which is 1/3 of the enemy team. The next highest scorers were the T28 Prots and the Batchat 25T AP, who rather sneakily came up behind Awppenheimer. They both got three kills apiece, and then the T95 and the Super Conch both got 2. And of course, it was the Super Conch that actually ended Awppenheimer's game. When it came to base XP, well, the high scorers was that Batchat 25T AP with 1,025, 1022 goes to the T28 prototype and 1021 to the T95. Those are the only players who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points. The next high score was that Wizzy 11114 with 875. Awppenheimer only got 691 out of that one, but he's still double or nearly double the next highest score on his team. So you can see how hard he was working trying to carry them, but just wasn't able to on this occasion. I'm afraid the enemy just had too many good tanks still left in action, and the rest of his team had not been performing up to scratch. 24 shots fired, 21 direct hits, 19 penetrations, damage of 6,829 hit points, of which all of it was at close range. Received 10 hits from the enemy, 7 penetrations. Yes, I'm afraid the hull armor on the T95E6 is not really that good. It's got a great gun, great shooting gun, and the turret is not bad for bouncing rounds. You saw it bounced around from the Superconch, but it is not very good, and it only stopped 3 shells from actually penetrating him, and I think one of those hit was the Superconch shell that hit the turret and bounced off, and the other shells hit the tracks. So damage blocked by armor was 1,110 hit points. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 444 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 84,987 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and yes, he did have to fire some premium rounds in this game, he actually ended up with a loss, I'm afraid, of 35,287 credits. 1,036 XP for the game. 52 XP for this being a premium vehicle. Yes, it is a premium vehicle. It's actually a reward vehicle as well, and I'm not sure how you actually get hold of one, but I believe that it's going to be easier to get hold of one in the future because they are changing it. And 1,088 experience points altogether. So very sad that it was a loss. In fact, I'm pretty certain if Awppenheimer had actually managed to avoid the Object 257's barrel, he would have ended up with a high caliber, and that means he would have ended up with the Courageous Resistance Award for being the highest scorer in the game and getting a Battle Hero medal, even though it was a losing team. But unfortunately on this occasion he was denied it by 1 accidental shot in the wrong place, and yeah, that's very sad actually, but sometimes it does happen, especially when teammates are all shouting over the same target. It's a case of the seagulls on Finding Nemo. They're all shouting mine, 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 and they forget that their gun barrels happen to be in the way, and well, somebody puts a shot in and accidentally hits one of them. There you go. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching this one. We've got another Awppenheimer video on the way very shortly, so do stay tuned to our channel.